we are launching our manifesto today. The theme and the hashtag for our campaign this year is called "It is Time," because we believe it is really time to take charge of a lot of the policies and proposals that SPP is going to propose and hope to propose in Parliament if we are elected in this election. First, we believe that it is time to stop the GST hike, time to freeze the GST. There should not be any more increase in GST that causes burdens on Singaporeans and the people of Singapore. Okay? Unless, if and only when the budget goes into deficit for continuous few years, then the government may come and talk to the people and request the increase of GST, BB. Okay? That's the first point. Second, we believe that it is time to balance the budget. Okay? Yearly balance of budget. That means that if there is a budget surplus, the budget surplus should be returned back to the people through the CDC voucher. Okay? And more to be given to the lower income Singaporeans. Okay? That will give a balanced budget. We don't want to have a balance of budget every year that goes into the reserves. And we don't know how deep is this reserve. Okay? So a balanced budget, if there's a shortfall, if continuous deficit for a few years, then we talk about raising. We don't put the cart before the horse. Third, we believe and we propose that it is time to go into Parliament and request the government to review the CECA policy. Okay? This CECA policy allows foreign talents to come in huge quantity to fight for jobs with our PMETs. This is something that a lot of people, a lot of residents are talking to us that we have to review it, and we want to put this message across. Thanks. Next, we want to talk about the declining total fertility rate. Our birth rates are falling and going down, and nothing that the government is doing is helping to arrest this. The birth rates for Singapore-born Singaporeans babies are declining, even with the baby bonus. Okay, so it's time for us to think out of the box. That is where the alternatives, the opposition come in. We want to create ideas. SPP want to create ideas, to introduce ideas that think out of the box for Singaporeans to consider. And if you think that that's a good idea, bring it up. Okay? So what are we proposing? SPP is proposing that for every second child of a couple, Singaporean couple, okay, they will be allowed to upgrade their HDB with the BTO or private purchase of HDB with additional housing subsidy. And if they want to go on to have the third child, then they should be allowed, if they want to buy a private property, that they do not pay the ABST, additional buyer stamp duty. Okay? Or if they don't want, they want to upgrade to a 4-room, 5-room or maisonette, then they could apply for a third bite of the cherry for this additional housing scheme, additional housing subsidies to be provided because they have given birth to the third child. Okay, why this change in rationale? Because in ancient days, with our parents and grandparents, they have many children, great-grandchildren. Why? Because they need the helping hand. The children are seen as an asset for the family because it's extra helping hand. Okay? But now in our world today, the cost of living, with high cost of living, it is seen as a liability. Okay? So parents don't want to have children or too many children because we see children as a liability. So we need to change the mentality from having children as a mentality to having children as an asset. With this change in mindset, we hope Singaporeans will be encouraged to view having children, okay, to have more children, so that you have more assets. Okay, the more children you have, the more assets you have. Okay, and the bigger the assets will be because you have more support from the government.
So I will start off with the first topic of mental health. In the recent years, we have noticed an increase in the number of people seeking mental health treatment. And whether be it due to work, family, or the cost of living, these numbers are increasing. And we hope that the government is able to provide more subsidies and additional usage of Medisave to cover such treatment. And also at the same time, we would like to encourage employers to allow such employees to take unpaid leave to seek medical treatment. Okay, the next point that I would like to bring up is a Freedom of Information Act. Now, in this act, we hope that the government is able to provide a portal to provide statistics and data for people who are keen to engage in taking on projects and writing up policies for the public. These data will assist policymakers to give a better presentation with proper numbers and for these policies to be debated in Parliament. And the last but not least, we hope that retirement age is not stipulated to 63 years old. The reason is that we want to encourage the elderly who are willing and want to come out to society to work. They should not be marginalized. Being the more elderly, they bring on a host of experience and tacit knowledge to the industry. So we hope to introduce tax breaks for companies who employ such elderly employees.
Number one, SPP proposed that there should be a minimum living wage for all Singaporeans. Number two, SPP proposed that there should be an expedition of the full electrification of public service buses from 2040 to 2033 to cut short.
There's one more proposal that we want to bring up, okay, and that is regards to our competitor here, our Minister Chee Hong Tat, who is the Transport Minister. We believe and SPP proposed that the MRT train efficiency must have the proper maintenance. Okay, priority should be maintenance. Okay, rather than profitability of the train system, the company. Okay, priority. Singaporeans want a reliable train system. It is very shocking and very surprised that I read in the news a few days ago that the train door actually collapsed at Braddell MRT. What kind of maintenance schedule have they been working on to allow a door to collapse? Okay, we feel that the CEO should put emphasis on having very thorough maintenance schedule. Make sure that the maintenance of the track is properly done so that we don't have this kind of major breakdown or minor breakdown anymore, or hopefully no breakdown at all, like in Japan.